Hi guys, it is Dr. Cody Dukes and we are back again for yet another video. Now you already know what to do. If you haven't done so already, please hit that thumbs up and like this video. And if you're not already, please hit that bell and subscribe to the channel. Now guys, I don't know if you remember this movie that came out, I want to say it was like 20 years ago now, called The New Guy. And in this movie, it's pretty simple. It's basically about a guy who, I want to say he was like getting bullied at his school, and then he goes off and he basically gets trained by, some really tough people on how to be more tough, how to be more scary, how to be more dominant, and some people would even say maybe a little bit more alpha alpha than beta. And so what he does is, after he takes all those lessons, right, and then he transfers to a new school where he becomes the new guy, and he uses all of those skills that he's learned to basically completely reinvent himself and be a completely different person, until I want to say later in the movie, some of the older guys that he knew kind of showed up and like, this is not the guy we knew. He's faking it, right? But the reason I wanted to talk about this today is because I wanted to talk about the power of reinventing yourself, right? Sometimes in life, things aren't working out, things aren't going your way. Maybe some of the choices you've made have not worked out for you, or they've even messed up your reputation, things like that. And sometimes all you really need to do is reinvent yourself, start over and do something completely different, repackage yourself, if you will. A lot of times you'll see that with different food, snacks, drinks like that. They'll repackage themselves. Sometimes you'll see it with like fast food companies. They might completely rebrand who they are. Remember a few years back, right? I remember when IHOP wanted to become IBOP, the International House of Pancakes was about to become the International Burger House of International House of Burgers, IHOP. No, that's what it was. And remember, they were IHOP for all of, I don't know, a week before they changed back, because people are like, no, this isn't working, right? So sometimes reinventing yourself is not a good idea, especially when what you're doing is already working. But think about when it's not working. I remember back, I want to say it was either like the second or third season of American Idol, whichever one was the one where Ruben Studdard won, right? But on that season, there was a guy named Clay Aiken. You guys probably remember. If you remember Ruben, you probably remember Clay Aiken. But Clay Aiken, a lot of people, they don't know about him is that he got rejected when he first showed up at the auditions. And they told him, like, hey, you got a decent voice, you sound good, but you just don't look like an idol. You don't look like a star. Like, this show is called American Idol. We're trying to find a star. And so Clay Aiken goes away, right? And then he shows up at another audition in another place, another city, another state, I believe. And he is almost unrecognizable, right? He's still Clay Aiken. He still sounds the same, but he has a new look, a new wardrobe. He looks more like a star. And this guy goes on and finishes second in the American Idol that year, only losing to Ruben Studdard. And in fact, he probably had more career success than Ruben Studdard, even though he lost. And so my point is that this guy, he saw that what he was doing wasn't going to work. He took the feedback and he came back, completely reinvented who he was, at least physically. And he was able to take that and turn it into more long-term success than what he would have done if he'd have just stayed the same. And that's what I want you guys to do. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself if what you're doing is not working. If people are giving you feedback and say, hey, look, this is what you're doing, but this is what I don't like about it, and because of that, I can't rock with it, then maybe what you need to do is take what they said they can't rock with, go back, change a few things, and then come back, fix it, reinvent yourself, and then maybe you can be more successful. Maybe they can rock with it. That's the video, guys. If you haven't done so already, don't be afraid to like this video, guys. It'll help me out. It'll help me get some more in the algorithm. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Why? Because I upload 5 videos a week, one every single weekday. And I do motivational and inspirational content with a pop culture twist, looking at things like sports, movies, animes, cartoons, superheroes, you name it. I just try to find a motivational message that I can deliver to you in a way that's easy to understand so that you can take it and implement it into your daily life so that you can be successful. If that sounds like what you're trying to do, then you should subscribe because this is the channel for you. Guys, how did I do? Let me know down in the comments. Give me tips and feedback on how I can get better. Give me suggestions on topics I should cover in the future. I do my best to go through every single comment and get back to every single one of you guys. I appreciate the help. I appreciate the support. And I appreciate you for sticking around this long. The only thing I ask is that you keep coming back because guess what? I got more videos just like this one just for you. And as I always say, guys, until next time, peace.
Wow.